now, so
that's good news. Bit of a pain that this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For people. So now we've got Craig Brown for the Stratton Strollers against Mark Gray from Not Frightened. Although he's got Bob on his shirt.
Bob?
Wayne?
Bob Gray? Yeah, Mark.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they call him Bob. Couldn't tell you.
Need to research that for the third game. So are these. I see the comments. Mr. John Bevan from.
Oh, that's from about 6 hours ago. That.
4 o'clock. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, we're on that one at the moment.
Ah, okay. So maybe John Bevan's actually going. He's got some work done. He seems to have been posting pretty much all day.
Now, yeah,
you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. But no ref questions coming in.
No ref questions. Nope. Anybody want to ask any questions? Fire away.
Exactly. We'll find Donna and get an answer because we haven't got a clue.
Yeah. No idea, mate.
And on the other table, who is the other table?
On the other table, we've got
8 ball.
1 second. I should have the sheet in front of me, really. 8 balls of fire.
8 balls
and
of
they're
fire.
playing the Hunties.
The Hunties, okay. Hunties in pink?
Hunties are in pink.
It's rose pink or rose petal pink, I think that is probably called.
Pink, isn't it?
Yeah.
I won't want to wear. Well, I'm saying I won't wear. I've got a couple of pink shirts actually.
Yeah, I suppose.
More like peach. Yeah, peachy pink. Yeah.
Peachy pink.
Peachy
oh,
pink,
look
yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
Very fetching, I'm sure.
I'll tell you what, Ian. Is it nearly beer time? It's not far off, is it? 5:30.
Yeah.
We're getting there, aren't we?
25 minutes to beer o'clock.
What time does the restaurant open for the evening meal?
6:30, I think.
Is it 6:30 till what? 8 o'clock.
Till 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah. And don't forget to book.
I never book.
No, I don't either.
No, I don't.
But you're supposed to book.
Just walk in.
For people that conform, which is not us.
Yeah.
You're supposed to book.
The singing is about to start again, I think.
And what song is that?
It's yeah.
Yeah.
West Virginia. No, it's not.
Yes, Country Roads.
Country Roads.
Yeah. Don't think it's. Is this the John Denver version? Anyway, I'm sure DJ Colin will be on the mic later on.
Yeah. He does like to wrap the sound up, volume up a little bit now and again, doesn't he?
He does, and he likes to get the crowd into a frenzy with Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Another video going viral, no doubt, like in November. In Bapto.
That was certainly a special atmosphere.
Oh, wasn't it just?
At Bapto last year.
Yeah.
And we'll be back again this year.
November, yeah. Is it the second weekend?
It's always the second weekend.
Always the second weekend. Always lost
always
the white.
The last final day of Bapto is on Remembrance Sunday.
That's right. Oh. That'll be the boys in pink probably making those noise, I reckon.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to insinuate there, but I think it was somebody a bit further back, actually.
Oh, okay. So, Bob.
Mr. Gray.
One shot, one visit.
Bob Gray.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to take these out.
I wouldn't put it past him. Mark, actually, not long after his final appearance at the in the singles at the Pro-Am last year,
yep,
there was an 8-ball pool challenge that had started. Paul Selby, who sat down, I'll just get the camera on him, actually.
Playing Played the previous frame, yep.
Let's see him.
Yep.
That's Paul there, sat down in the middle. He started a black ball challenge where everybody had to go live. It's just 14 to 1 really.
Oh yeah.
Pot a ball and keep potting until you miss.
Yep.
Started that, and the pot in the East Lancashire area.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying the pot. I can't remember what the full pot was now because I can't remember what the other prizes were. But Mark actually got to the final.
Yep.
I think it was the top 20 attempts played off in the final. I actually streamed it, and Mark actually won the whole event with I think. They had 3 attempts each. I think he won it with a total of 50, which wasn't a massive
50?
amount, but it was
not bad though.
He had a 30 break in it, so he had 2 racks, and he actually won £1,770.
Wow.
He had 4 goals at £3 a goal. It cost him 12 quid, so he had a right result.
Very good.
So he had a good couple of months last year, did Mark?
Got pedigree then.
Yeah, he can play the game. He's a steady player. He doesn't do anything he doesn't need to do.
That's what you need to be, though, isn't it? You look at the top
Just
players.
plod along, yeah. Just plod everything as simple as possible.
I mean, Farnsworth, he doesn't have to do much, does he? But that white ball, I'm convinced he's got a way of stopping time moving it. It's so perfect every single time. So it just shows you how simple the game is when you get the white ball in the right place.
There you go. It's a nice little delicate shot with loads of right-hand side on the white. Could do with a little bit more, but he's okay. And that's a nice little finish there from Mark Selby. Mark Gray.
I was going to say, you're mixing the players up.
Mark Gray, and I've not even put his name on the stream, which is naughty, really.
Inexcusable. And John Bevan, you'll be glad to know, which is a daily thing, has come back. PC's been playing up all day. Well, that's because you're not doing any work, John.
PC? Oh, is that why he's had to come and watch this?
What, he's at work watching it?
Yeah, but is that why?
No, his PC, not ours, his.
That's what I mean. Is that why he's watching this? Because he can't do the work because his PC's broken?
Exactly. I'm sure that's what it is. And that's what he's saying to his boss, and I think we'll have to write him a letter.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And that's what that's what he said.
It is. It is. It is.
Fair play to you.
Well, what's more important, work or watching black ball pool?
Ian Whittaker's asking if James Brookens. I don't want to get into it too much, Ian, but I'm not too sure. I don't think so. Certainly not now. And to be fair, I don't think James was the treasurer, if you will. It was John. So I don't think there'll be an issue there. But I'm sure James will sort it all out when he sorts himself out. But, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, Paul was involved in it as well, and nice lads. But we'll see. So we'll leave it, like I say. I do know James, and not nice what's happened, but give the lad a chance, I suppose, to sort it out, and I'm sure he will.
I'm not getting involved, definitely.
So we've got Scott Bamber, and he's playing. Where are we now? What frame are we?
It's 4-1. 6th frame.
6. So we've got Neil Fullerton playing Scott Bamber.
Lovely shot there to try and develop the 2 reds to the middle. I think the top red is probably tight, but looking at the overhead camera angle, I'm pretty sure that that goes in, leaving the red down the corner if you can control it. Yeah, lovely pop.
This is all or nothing. He's overcut it. The black's close. It's going to go.
It's
Oh,
not.
how's it not
It's
gone?
just going to hold.
It rolled along the edge of the lip. Big chance now for yellows. He can try and clear this bottom end of the table, and well, I was going to say not leave too much on the red with it being top end, but it's in a good position. Is that the old up and down? Even if he catches it a bit too thin either side, he might get it in off the yellow. So
Got a big target, isn't he? Because he's got the red to go off, the yellow to go off.
well, probably is left it in as safe a position as he possibly could have got on the table there, really, without being right behind the ball. I'll tell you what, that's a great shot there from Scott Bamber.
What a fantastic
Loaded
shot.
that up with loads of right hand side as well. And it needed it because there wasn't a direct path through to the red without loading it up. And he's just managed to hold the white there as well. So another, well, it's going to be up and down this time for Scott Bamber.
Want to be across, cut it in.
Well, I think you're going to have to load it with loads of left hand side to straighten the white up if he did that. So he's not guaranteed of hitting the red this way. I don't think he needs too much side on it. Well, he's got. I'll tell you what. I thought he could get between the 2 yellows there.
Yeah.
It looked like he could, but to play it on the left hand side of the yellow and puts that much right hand side on the white, just missed the yellow at the top of the table. It's a great shot. So again, nothing too easy for Scott. Has he got a treble? I think he's just happy to leave it in the middle of the table. Hopefully if he gets sight of it again.
He's got a couple of tricky yellows there, isn't he, to get on. If he gets in the right position, of course, they're not that difficult. On both sides of the table.
The one on the right hand side is the one of the tricky ones. The one just above the black as well. But other than that, everything's pretty simple really. So
yeah, that's right.
But he's got to be careful if he tries to develop the one near the black because he could end up knocking the black in. So it's not cut and dried yet.
If he takes his second to last, though, we'll snooker him on the red running and leave the yellow in the opposite middle. Working backwards.
Well, he could do. That is an option.
Then he can go for it with low risk.
I mean, while he's got so many balls on the table and certainly the red doesn't go into the bottom left here, there might be a shout to just, he had a path through to that yellow next to the black, just to bump it out closer to the pocket and leave him snookered on the red. It wouldn't have been as easy for him to fluke. Got to be careful. Now then, do you have a go at this? Screw the white back, play the cannon onto the one on the bottom left-hand corner.
I think so.
2 in 1. Let's have a look. Well, he's run it through.
Again, though, he can take the yellow on the right-hand side, and he's got the safety net of being behind the yellow to snooker the red if he misses it.
He's overcuts it.
Yeah.
And he's left.
Just
He's
wanted
got
to
a
be a
chance here.
further across on the right-hand side on the previous shot, didn't he?
So 5-1. That's 8 points secured.
It is.
It's all about trying to stop Stratton Strollers from gaining any more points. At the moment, they've got 1. That's how the point system works out. If you win your match, irrespective of the score, you get 8 points. And if you lose the match, you get a point per frame. Is that Colin's idea?
It is. The idea, of course, behind it is that we're trying to sort of cut out the people that are...
Teams throwing matches and what have you.
Exactly.
Just to try and get in an easier...
Exactly.
Competition, either the silver or the wooden spoon.
Of course, the difficulty is that when you get to 5, there's no incentive to get any more other than to restrict the opponents.
Yeah.
But it's difficult, isn't it?
But if you look at it logically now, you're stopping this team from getting any more points.
Absolutely.
You know.
And to be honest, I mean, one of the main reasons that this was decided upon was because if you win 3 matches, you should go through.
Yeah, without a doubt. And in the past, there has been teams that have won 2 in the same group as somebody that's won 3, and the team that's won 2 have finished higher.
Absolutely, and that's not right.
Doesn't make sense, that, does
No,
it?
absolutely. And the thing is that every single time we obviously do these events, you learn from it. You learn from it. You try to improve it, and sometimes it doesn't work, but at least you try.
You can't think of everything straight away, because otherwise we'd all be running perfect competitions all the time.
Exactly.
And Rob's not afraid to change things as well. To his credit, he will change things about and try something new and see if it works.
And you're always going to have your critics, but I think in general, very large number agree with them.
I think the only thing that definitely won't change, certainly the Golden 8 Ball weekends, is the jukebox.
Oh, definitely. But I think you'll find that's even being introduced into BAPTA now as well, isn't it?
Well, it worked well last year. I mean, it remains to be seen whether it will be as good this year as what it was last, because although Mike was there, it depends whether Bob Blakeborough likes the idea as well, and as the rest of the committee.
Exactly.
They are old school table suppliers.
Yeah. But I think they're understanding that they've got to move with the times, because that's what the players want. They want it to come into the 21st century,
and which is why they commissioned Rob and Sharon and the team to take BAPTO forward, because it was dwindling in numbers, and it's back to where it used to be.
Well, last year was living proof of that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a very good weekend.
So yeah, if you want it to progress and to grow again, then like you say, you've got to move with the times. And last year certainly proved that a little bit of music, a little bit of background music, well, it's a bit more than background music,
especially with Colin as the DJ.
It's certainly the way forward.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think when you're playing pool as well, Ian, that music in the background, when you're totally focused, I don't think you notice it that much, to be honest.
I think you're right, and let's be honest, we all start playing pubs, and there's often music in the pubs. And
you're a little bit more relaxed as well, especially if it's music you can relate to, or sing along to. It just chills you out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Certainly wouldn't want it at the World Championships, but
no.
Team event like this, where it's a weekend away, I think
if it's constant, like I say, I don't think you notice it as much. You only notice it more when you're stopping and starting and something, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but it was a great weekend.
Yeah, it was, that's for sure. So this frame sees Rich Fleet for Stratton Strollers and Mark Gray for Not Frightened. Stratton Strollers, of course, now playing for points. Every frame they win now is an additional point to their tally. Don't know what's the state of the group? Do you know?
So at the moment we've got 8 balls of fire. Let's have a look on the other table. 3-2 at the moment on the other table. 8 balls of fire are leading in that one against the. Is it the Hatters?
The Hunties.
The Hunties.
Both teams, of course, winning their first match.
Yeah, so 8 balls of fire, top of the group on. Well, I'm saying the top of the group, the joint top on 8 points. The Hunties is the playing, so that's a crunch game over there. They're on 8 points as well, joint top. Not Frightened, lost 5-4, so they're on 4 points. And Stratton Strollers, they lost 8-1, so they're on 1 point as well. And Stratton Strollers are getting beat here on the stream. 5-1 at the minute, so it's not looking good for these. Looks like these are going to be in the bronze wooden spoon by the looks of it. Take some coming back from this. Well, they certainly can't win this match, so let's have a look. The most they can get is 4. So you would think 12. You would think it's curtains for now for Stratton Strollers. It's all going to be about the top 3 in this group.
Yeah, depending on how results go, it could be another penalty shootout situation.
Well, it's going to be between, I think, Not Frightened and who do they play in the last match? Let's have a look.
8 balls of fire.
8 balls of fire. I think that could decide who goes into the bronze and who stays in the gold silver.
I think you're right.
And they're on the other table as well, which is a bit of a shame. We could switch it. Because there's more to play for in that match.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I will.
Hello?
Yeah?
What?
Switch it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're in control.
They're due to play on the other table.
I think let's just...
There's more to play for.
Maybe wait and see what the result is here, but I think you're probably
well,
right.
Yeah, but whatever happens, these 2 teams on table 2 are both on 8 points. So one of them, the winner of that one, you would think, they are going to definitely be in the gold-silver knockout. So whether it be the Hunties or 8 balls of fire, doesn't really matter. But Not Frightened, if they win this match, which they have done actually. So
they'll be on 12.
They're going to be on 12 points. Which, depending on what the score is on that match over there anyway, one team is at least going to have 3 points. So they're on 11 anyway. Maximum they can get is 12. So you could have potentially the 2 teams both on 12 points playing each other.
Yeah, that's right.
And the other team on 16. So they will be playing for...
Place in the gold.
A place in the gold silver, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas one of them will be guaranteed in there and the other one will be guaranteed going into the bronze wooden spoon. So I think there's more
excitement in that one.
More excitement going to be in.
I agree.
In putting Not Frightened back on. Yeah, just remember, people, this is the novice events. There's only a few teams that have got county A standard players. One county A standard player in the side. Not all of them have. I'm sure with the Pro-Am next week, there'll still be people watching on stream, moaning about the standard. I would rather than waste the time typing negative comments, book in for next year. Come and show us what you can do. And I suppose in like most major competitions, or most competitions, not even major competitions, but most competitions, when they've got a stream on, more often than not, the players that actually make it to the stream are the ones that either the competition organizer or the streamers feel as though it's going to give the competition a little bit more value, so they tend to try and put the better players on. So in most cases, players that play here this weekend don't get too many chances to get the face on stream. Cheers, Dave. We did turn it up a little bit earlier on. There was a bit of a buzz on it, to be fair. So we turned it down, but we thought when we turned it back up that it was loud enough. So you just tell me what that's like now. I've turned it up a little bit more. Can't hear the buzzing anymore, so I don't know where it come from. But it has gone. So Justice Black for Richard Fleet to pull a frame back. Although I do think it is. It's all in vain now. We're just playing for pride. We are definitely going to be in the bronze wooden spoon knockout tomorrow. There is a £32,500 prize fund over the next 2 weekends. There's 13,000 being paid out this weekend alone. And next weekend it's 19,500. Last 64 in the singles. get £40, double your money back for getting to the last 64. There's a lot more places being paid this year. The top prizes have been reduced slightly so that they're paying out further down the draw to give quite a few more a chance of getting some money back out of the competition, and not make it too heavy so that we don't get any too good of a player turning up to come and play in the competition and getting through the vetting process, because like I say, it is for novice pool players. When we say novice, when it's County A standard, unless you're only allowed one County A standard player in your team. So it's all about getting loads of pool in over the weekend, loads of frames of pool. Feel as though you've been part of the competition for a little bit longer, and if you're lucky enough to get into the last 32 of the singles, you're in the money. The last the last 32 of the doubles, you're in the money. You get £50 each for being in the last 32 of the doubles. Oh, sorry, £50. It's £50 a team. It's not like the Pro-Am weekend. Pro-Am weekend singles, it's only paid down to the last 32. The team champions get £3,000 for a 4-man team, which is not bad prize money, really. Johnny Butler says not frightened to win it. I'm presuming you mean the whole competition. And although they did lose the first match in the group stages earlier on, I feel as though they've got a good chance going very, very deep in this comp. But there's always a team somewhere out there that's equally as capable. Oh, it's just the pace has just kept that out. It obviously doesn't go. Well, it doesn't go into the. Let me just get rid of the scoreboard. 1 second, just bear with me. It doesn't go. Wrong one. It doesn't go. You can see. Well, it might do. I didn't think it went into the top left. That red centre of the top cushion there, but it does look it might sneak past. I just thought that's why he played it at pace to come back left hand side of it to take it into the top right hand corner. But so maybe he could have played it a little bit slower. Just a pace that kept that red out of the top left hand corner pocket. That's all. Well, he's got another chance here, or has he? I think he has, because that yellow, sorry, that red, I don't think it goes in there. It didn't. You certainly do, Matthew. You need a little bit of luck. Yeah, you need to be obviously decent players and to be able to hold it together all weekend. But I suppose you do need a little bit of luck along the way. Nice little shot there from Scott. So he can just run his white through here, either hold the white, take the black into the right centre, or even go top side of it, take it to the bottom right as well. Whatever he feels like. He's played it perfect for bottom right corner to take his team into a 6-2 lead. The last frame to come. So Neil Fullerton for Stratton Strollers. He's playing Paul Selby. Score on the other table is locked at 3 frames each. So as soon as this match is finished, I think the other team will be finishing their match off. Although there might not be too many frames to play actually. by the time this one's finished. That's 4-3 in favour of, 1 second, the Hunties. So only 2 frames left on that table. Welcome back in.
Thanks, Wayne. One of the many things that I'm responsible for this weekend is the level of the tables. So if there's any problems, it's probably my fault.
The what?
Leveling of the tables.
What's
Making
that?
sure they're level. A couple of tables it's a little bit out. I think when they were installed, there's 6 bolts, the 4 of the legs, and then there's 2 in the middle for the slate. And
There's a black guy. Oh, he's okay.
He's okay. Yeah, and they just needed some subtle adjustment. Really.
Which ones?
The 2 in the middle with the bolt, with the slate.
The stream tables?
No. It's a table
right,
over.
Okay.
I don't know, 32, 25.
I wondered what you was on about then.
No, nothing wrong with these ones.
We've had no complaints. Although I do know it has been knocked slightly. It got knocked last night when Rob. I'm going to blame Rob. It's Rob's fault. We had green racking cloths on with golden 8 ball.
Ah, yes. I saw them
printed
change
on.
earlier.
Yeah, well, me and Rob changed them last night, but when we was moving it wasn't me. When we was lifting the tops and the slates off to get to be able to put or change them over.
Yes.
Rob he nudged it and just knocked it. Well, you can see with the overhead camera there picture. It's slightly it was
wonky.
bang on. But I think Steve did come out last night and re-level it. But what I might do, because I know he comes out every night, I might just nudge it again.
So he has a look.
Just to straighten it up.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then he can have another look at it tonight. Obviously, I'll make sure he is definitely coming first.
Bit of a legend, isn't he? That's for certain. Knows his stuff.
Do you know, I mean, I know there's some competitions that have table technicians at the venue. There's not too many, but there is some competitions that have table technicians at the venue all weekend. Maybe the odd one, I think. There's not too many that I do know of that have them coming in every night and making sure that if there is any issues, they get sorted out, you know.
Yes.
Rob's focus is really giving the pool players as better pool conditions as he possibly can.
Absolutely.
You know,
I think that's important for the experience of the players, definitely.
Yeah, you don't want to be going to a pool competition and feel as though you've lost a match because the table's rolled off or something like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's an easy excuse, I suppose. You want to be able to go and know you've enjoyed playing pool.
Yeah.
On really nice tables. These are lovely, lovely tables.
Yeah.
Sam
Again,
Atlantics.
when you go to the Dog and Duck, you kind of expect a table to be battered, used by kids and what have you, but here you don't. They're set up
should
for
be top class,
play.
which is what they are.
Exactly.
Top class tables. And these are actually, although they look a little bit similar to Supremes, they are Sam Atlantics. They're actually 2 inches longer. The slate's 2 inches longer than a Supreme table.
Pockets are very different.
Pockets are very different. Cut slightly different. So
yeah, definitely.
It's certainly the middle pockets. I know they pop out of Supreme tables, but I think that's just down to the way the pockets are
definitely
constructed. I think the plastic's a little bit too hard, but these are tighter at the edges of the pockets.
I think
harder to pot in.
I think the corner of the cushions is just a bit harder, so therefore it's less forgiving when you hit them.
Yeah.
Whereas on a Supreme, tends to sort of take a little bit of the impact and soften it. Whereas here it doesn't. Thuds almost.
And they're not cheap, these tables. I think they're about 1,500 quid a piece.
And the rest.
Are they?
Yeah, they're quite expensive. I think they're closer to 2,000 including VAT.
Are you joking, are they?
Yeah.
I think Rob gets away with the VAT. I think he gets them through Bapto, so for some reason I think they because they come from Italy. It's Italian slate. Spain, is it? I knew it was somewhere.
Spain.
I knew it was somewhere, but it is Italian slate, I think, is it?
It might be Italian slate, yeah. But it's company Spanish. Of course, I think they're more famous, aren't they, for take a bowling alley for example. You know when they have the 9-ball pool tables, they're often
Nine
Sam
ball,
Leisure.
yeah, 9-ball pool tables, some tables, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's what they started doing, I think. I'm not too sure, but I think the GB9 tour, I think they use SAM tables.
Yeah.
Which makes sense now why Gary Hood and his team put these tables up and are very efficient and are very good at doing so. Obviously, they're the same construction, just a
Yes.
little bit smaller. These
Exactly. And of course, I think the managing director of Sam Leisure UK, I can't remember his surname, Gary, and he used to be a cue craftsman.
did he?
Yeah, Britannia Cues.
Right, okay.
And
So he made a few quid out of making cues then.
made a few quid, but shows he's one of the passionate ones.
Yeah, keeps involved with pool or snooker and or whatever, and just takes a different route.
Exactly.
I'd hate to have to lift one of those slates off a. Well, I'd hate to lift a snooker table slate, even though there's 4 of them. The table is still
That's where it's
a
a
lot thicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Thicker.
Yeah. Looking at our chat, Ben Robinson agrees. Sam Leisure tables. He says very nice tables, those Sam Leisure
Ben
tables.
Ben likes to agree.
Yeah. Lovely
Taught
clock.
Ben all he knows, by the way.
Sorry?
I taught Ben all he knows at snooker.
Well, it's looking pretty good. Very good clearance.
No,
Lovely.
I'm on about Ben. Ben on chat. I taught him all he knows.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's turned out to be a nice little snooker player.
Yeah,
That's a
lovely
nice little
clearance.
clearance. So that's
Very nice.
7-2 win for Not Frightened. We will be, unless you're going to stay, but I'm going to take a 5-minute break because I don't get that many breaks during the day.
You got any chance of a black ball shootout here?
I don't think so. No, I think. No, well, we've got another match to go yet. We've still got one more
Of
match.
course we have. Certainly. Yeah. Okay. So, we might do. But
So I'll just let them finish on the other table. The 4-3 up at the moment are
Okay.
the Hunties. We'll be back. You'll get a notification anyway when we start the last match in this session. So we'll be back possibly in about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. There's one more frame to play after the one that we're just playing now, so don't go too far away.